Hi guys, welcome back to the weekly art challenge. I am Miss Y with the Boys and Girls Club of Los Angeles Harbor, here to give you guys your daily dose of art at home. So quarantine art. So today we're going to be doing something called, if I can say it correctly, an agamograph. Agamograph. Once again with me is Slash, or handy cameraman. Say hello, Slash.
Hey, how's it going, y'all?
All right. There's Slash. An agamograph is essentially, I guess, how to describe it? Two images in one. So if I pan this way, you can see an image, and if I pan my paper this way, you can see another. So if you can see here, I have sectioned off A, B, A, B, A. So if I turn all this way, you can see all my A's. If I turn all this way, you can see all my B's. It's kind of confusing, but right now you'll be able to see. I can show you an example if you like. So let's move this way. Let me show you guys on the screen really quick. This is an agamograph. Well, that's on Facebook. Okay, can you guys see that? Can you see that, Sash? All right.
Yes, we can.
So I go here, it's the moon on one side, and if I pan my paper and turn it, it'll be the sun. So that's basically what it is. There's a whole bunch of strips glued on the same piece of paper, so I turn it to my left, it's the sun, or I turn it to my right, it's the moon. So in between that, it looks like this. So you have to turn it all the way one side to see one image, all the way the other side to see another image. So we're gonna attempt it today. And there's free templates online and stuff. But being that you guys probably don't have access to a printer, we're gonna make our own. So let's get started. So what you guys will need are pretty simple objects, or supplies, just like always, you guys. Will be 3 sheets of paper, white paper, computer paper, maybe old homework, just use the back of it, anything that's blank, use that. You're going to be just needing 3, 8 by 10 or anything, but I think 8.5 by 11, the regular basic paper, should be fine. A pencil, glue stick, oh my gosh, a ruler, scissors, I was like, a measuring stick was the same thing. A ruler, scissors, and anything to color pencils, crayons, markers, etc. And you are going to start off, because the measurement thing is a little weird, I suggest just measure this way. So if you can get on your side, I'll show you what we're doing. Essentially, you want both of your drawings to be equal to 1 sheet of paper. And so we're going to turn this 8.5 by 11 paper into 8.5 by 10 by cutting off an extra inch. Because since we're doing 2 images, we want to be able to divide that evenly. So I think dividing 10 by 2 is easier than dividing 11. I mean, if you love the math, go ahead and do what you want to do. But 5.5, yeah. But I don't want to divide 5.5 by multiple other strips, because then I have to divide that even more. So I decided to do 5 and 5, and so I just kind of took the liberty to draw one really fast. So I just sectioned it into 5, each drawing. And I did day and night.
Each section is 1 inch.
Yes, exactly. So you can section it off to 1 inch each. So I did pre-measure my A and B into, this should be 1 inch. So that's about 1 inch, or maybe 2. Yeah, because this is 2 by, yep, that should be it. Did I measure this? I mean, this is a little off. It should be 1 inch though, because this is 5 inches, that's 5 inches, it equals 10. So I already drew that. Once you guys are done drawing yours, go ahead and measure this off into 1 inch each. So I'm going to do that right now. Maybe use my marker to clean off my lines, because you really want these to stand out on their own, to kind of help the illusion. I'll trace this afterwards, maybe. But just for the purpose, I'm going to show you guys the measuring. You can skip if you guys want to, but I'm just, once again, every inch. Okay, I guess I'll continue. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Cool. So I'm going to cut these strips, and I'll start showing you how I'm going to glue them. You can do lines across if you want, like this, I guess. I would just kind of go for it, because I'm a daredevil. But if you're not daring, then just go ahead and just make a line like I did across. But I'm going to show you guys. So here's my first A. So I'm gonna glue that here. And then my first B, I will glue that here. As you can tell, my first A is a little larger than it should be. But keep in mind when you accordion fold your paper, fold it at every inch. So I can go 1 inch, 1 inch, 1 inch. What you can do to help you is, once again, like this paper, as you can see, I made some like tick marks here, 1 inch apart, and then fold at the 1 inch apart. But this one was my experimental one, which is why it's a little wider, but it's okay. So I'm gonna glue this A down so I don't lose my pieces. And you can just cut them all first before gluing them. But if you don't want to lose them or something, or just want to see process step by step, then go ahead and just do one at a time. So this is my first A. And this is gonna be my first B. Bam. Do you understand that, Slash?
Yes.
You get it?
I get it. I get it.
All right. If you were to do one of these, what would you do?
Like, what would I draw?
Yeah, I kind of went with like a duality type of thing, like sun and the moon. But what would you do?
Well, it's interesting because I like the idea of the sun and the moon because it's like day and night.
Yeah.
Maybe there's something I could do, like that day and night song with Kid Cudi, right?
Yeah. Maybe like half of the lyrics and the other half of the lyrics.
There you go.
There you go. I think same thing as like most things. I think having a theme to things makes it a little easier because sometimes to think about ideas from like on the fly is kind of hard. So I think having a theme kind of helps.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So I'm gonna just go ahead and cut these strips, and then I'm gonna glue them down later because I think it's just faster. But yeah, you guys take your time. It's okay to make mistakes. As you see, I already did. My measurement is all off. But
I think that's one of the things that's interesting about this project is because in order for it to work, you have to take something that looks nice and you have to cut it.
I know, it's, yeah, it's sad. But it's okay. It's going to come back to life. At first, I was like really hesitant. I was like, what if it doesn't work? I already cut a picture that I liked. But it's okay, man. Like, if it messes up, it messes up. But I think it's pretty basic, you guys. I think you guys can do it.
Well, it just takes a lot of trust in the process.
Yes, for sure.
But I mean, when you see the end results, then you'll kind of understand why it's important to give it a go.
And yeah, they do have like templates online, and the templates online are only confusing because they look like this. So if you see this right now, it's like a jumble of things. You don't know what's happening. So when you color it, it's a little like weird because you're just basically coloring strips rather than like a whole thing. So it's at this point, it's a little confusing as to see what you're doing. So let me scooch this a little bit because it's not exactly at my fold right now. So yeah, as you're doing this, make sure it's still folding correctly, like an accordion. So here. So it's doing that so far.
So you can kind of already see like how that edge is gonna look.
Yeah. Or I mean, if you don't want to pre-fold it because you're scared it's gonna not align, then I would just glue it down and then fold it afterwards. I'll probably do that. I'll probably refold it right now because my strips or my measurements were a little off, and that does kind of matter, you guys. So. Yeah, maybe I suggest doing this and gluing it down first and then accordion folding as you go. So.
And that's definitely something that you can use for future projects because you're practicing right now and making sure that everything is even. Yeah. But in a future art project, it might help for certain portions of it to not be the same size.
Yeah. You know, but this is good practice just to make sure like you guys are measuring and stuff. I mean, I know they say like, ooh, when do we ever use this type of math in like real world? But I know for sure geometry, basic like fractions and division is very important in art making because of if you guys frame your own stuff, framing is very important. Measuring things out, scaling is very important. So I think if we're gonna use any type of math, it should be like very basic level of math. To get everything done. Okay, so this is how it looks so far.
Okay.
All right, it's a little jumbled, but right now I'm gonna go ahead and accordion fold wherever my paper is at. So I'm gonna go back and check where this moon is and go here. Mark. Checking where the sun is. Come on, boy. Where the sun is there. to the end of this. This one here. This one here. I think I have one more. This one here. Yeah, and then I omitted this one. You can add it, I guess, if I were to fold this. But like I said, it's important to measure. If you don't measure correctly, it's okay, don't worry. I don't really feel like I need this part of my moon, but I can add it if I would like.
Kind of a little edge there.
Yeah, so
Ooh.
let's see if it works out. Let me fold it. Okay. Ooh, did it work?
It did work.
That's one, right?
There we go. We've got some sun there.
And then...
And the moon.
Did that work? Yeah? Okay, yay!
Yeah,
Let me see it. Oh, dude, yeah, it worked! Okay, I just forget this piece. But it's okay! So that's basically it. I think maybe the best thing to do is, I guess, cut your strips, put them all down, and then, like, do the accordion fold afterwards. Because I pre-folded, and it's kind of hard. Like, in origami, it's hard to undo a fold once you do it already.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, okay, I'm not all excited about this. But aside from that, so before you go do it at home, and I'll let you guys go off and experiment. Remember, we do have our daily drawing challenges. Our theme today of mine, since we're going with springtime and stuff at home, I would say fruit would be our theme today.
Okay.
So I would probably draw like pears or like a still life. If you guys want to practice your drawing skills, do still lives, I suggest do a still life for your fruit. Or something really quick, like a contour drawing. But I'd probably just do a nice little still life type of thing. Oh, paper. So fruit. And so we're used to doing this at Arts Academy a lot, just putting fruit down and drawing it. But I don't know, get creative with it. Maybe like a cross section. I'm doing an orange, by the way. Maybe a slice portion and maybe like a whole. And maybe like an apple. My oranges. Okay, it's not hard.
Well, you made that look very easy, but.
Well, I was looking at like some of our old paintings. But fruit. So that's today's drawing challenge, and this is your daily art challenge. So an Agamograph, it's hard to say.
Agamograph.
But it's easier to do.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
It is to say. So an Agamograph. So hopefully you guys can have fun with this. Share with us your Agamographs and your daily.
If you take a picture
drawing.
of it, you should send it to.
Send it. Yes, I was saying send it to my email. I should probably type this. I'll type it later, guys. Yadira A. There's two A's. At bdc@laharbor.org. So
Yes,
Yadira and then A for my last name. Okay? So send it to us. Make sure you like and subscribe. And we hope to see you guys soon. Bye.